this Sunday is going to be a big game for the Detroit Lions. And I'm not talking about the Lions versus the Chicago Bears. I'm going to be talking about the Detroit Lions versus the Detroit Lions. And in this video, I'm going to break down why. Let's begin.
It's LeGarrette Blount here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, MicroMike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch MicroMike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, aka Megatron. Big shout out to MicroMike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
What's going on, YouTube? Make sure before I get to this video that you hit that big red subscribe button. I am on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I'm getting close, and I think that you guys can help me out. Literally 60% of the viewers of my content are not subscribers. Drop content every day, hit that big red button, and let's get to 10,000 subscribers. Why is Sunday's game extremely important for the franchise of the Detroit Lions? Well, if you're living under a rock, you've seen that Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia were fired. This team throughout the 3 years under Patricia's tenure has been absolutely bad on the field. We have seen a lot of issues regarding talent leaving, a lot of players, former players, showing a lot of disrespect towards Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. Rightfully so. A lot of bad decisions were made, and it felt like the Patriot way was all about do as I say, not as I do. I know everything, and you don't. In my personal opinion, I felt like the players have given up on Matt Patricia. I feel like there's a little friction inside the locker room, not liking the path that the Lions were on, and the players were not feeling it for sure. You're going to be hearing some ad breaks here, and yes, I got to pay the bills. And in this ad break, take the time to post a comment in the comment section. It will be the pinned comment. Do you want the Detroit Lions to win on Sunday? Why for yes and for no? I know a lot of Lions fans are indifferent here. They want the draft pick, thus lose. Some just want to see the Lions win. They want the win. Let me know why for yes and for no. That is the pinned comment. This Sunday is going to see if the testament of this concept is true. Will the Detroit Lions come out and play better knowing the fact that Quinn Patricia is gone? Are you going to see a better offense? Are you going to be seeing a better defense? Darrell Bevell, interim head coach. What are we going to see from the offense? Are we going to see more running? Are we going to see more DeAndre Swift? Are we going to see different packages? Was it Matt Patricia holding back the playbook offensively for Darrell Bevell and Corey Unlin defensively? Will the players play harder? I want to see how well the players go out there. The Kenny Galladay's, if he can play. The DeAndre Swifts, how much he gets used. In my personal opinion, I've been saying that Matt Patricia has been a net negative upon this franchise, upon this team. Regardless if you want the Lions to win or not due to draft status, I am 100% curious to see if the reason we have sucked the last 3 years was really blatantly on the fact that the players may have really disliked him, such as Matt Patricia. If you look at former players after they were fired, you had A'Shawn Robinson just trashing Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia, Quandre Diggs, Darius Slay, players that we've never heard from, really tearing it down regarding this regime. I think it was much worse than even we as fans suggested and seeing what was going on. I think that the atmosphere was extremely poor, to say it best. I think that you're going to see the players play harder. Regardless, win or lose, you're going to see that, in my opinion. Will TJ Hockenson get the ball more? Will Jesse James be utilized more? I know that we have seen a lot of more older players get reps, such as Adrian Peterson. Is that going to change now with Matt Patricia gone? Defensively is a real big case here, because Matt Patricia was hired defensively to take this team to the next level and bring defensive talent because he was a guru to this team. Now he's out of the picture. How is the defense going to look going forward with Corey Unlin in complete control of this defense? Will the defensive line get after the quarterback and stop the run? Is there going to be a different look? Maybe more of a 4-3 in there? Players in different positions succeed. Will you see the scheme change and the play call change on the field? All this stuff is extremely interesting to me with 5 games going forward. I want to see what was going on, what's different. Will the players play harder? Will the schemes change? Because, let's be frank here, it's been a disaster. Just an absolute disaster. This season has been a colossal failure. Is the talent on the field sufficient for Matt Patricia when he was here and they were just simply did not play hard enough, or the scheme was bad, or is the talent completely insufficient, void of talent, and Bob Quinn and Patricia just literally stunk up the joint? Will we see players play better? Interesting. That is something I cannot wait to see going forward. I want to see the exit of those two and how it changes on the field, if anything changes. Another ad break is about to take place, and I think it's important to make sure you hit that like button, and let's turn this into an informal poll for this video. Do you want to see the young players played so the new GM and new head coach eventually can evaluate the young roster? Hit that like button if you believe so. If not, that's okay. But I want to see an informal poll here. Who wants to see the young talent played for this team? I want to see the young talent be on the field more. Look, the season's over. We got 5 games. Let's see Stenberg up in there playing for the offensive line. We know what we got already with these veterans. Let's see Stenberg. Let's see maybe Bo Benshaw if he gets in there. Let's utilize and see if this young talent can actually be on this roster for 2021. We have to evaluate these players immediately so the new general manager and head coach has some tape to look at upon these players. We know what we got with some of these guys. With the veterans, let's see what the young fellas have on the field. I would love to see more of Quintez Cephas. Play Cephas more, and more. Regardless if Amendola comes back, regardless of anything, play the young man. Play the young man, because right now, he is the only wide receiver currently on the 53-man roster that has a contract after this season. Obviously, is going to be on the team. Let's play him. Let the new GM at some point evaluate the play that he is doing in these next couple of weeks. I think it's extremely important that that occurs. Same with defensively. We have a very bad defense. It's been showing throughout the years. Let's see what these young guys can do. I want to see Jeff Okudah out there the whole time. I don't care about Desmond Trufant. He is not the future of this team. I want to see Jeffrey Okudah and Amani Oruwariye out there. That is extremely important to me. I'm not a fan of safety Harris. We know what we got with him, but the new GM needs tape to look at upon his film. So throw him out there for the next 5 games. If he doesn't progress, he's gone anyways. It's important that we do that for this team. Young talent, throw them out there and let's get this thing going. We got to look at the defensive line. So much young players there as well. Look, I enjoy what I'm getting out of the veterans. I think that Everson Griffin has really helped this defensive line since coming here. Obviously, he's not great, but let's throw some young talent out there and see what they can do. Romeo Okwara, extremely important right now to see if we should give this man a contract extension. I want to see how he plays through the next 5 games. I know he's not the youngest talent in the world, but considering the fact that he's the most effective defensive lineman, defensive end on this team, See if he can continue to build upon his season, potentially give this man a contract extension. It's important. How does these quote-unquote Patriot players play now that their guy, Matt Patricia, is gone? That's another key factor I'm going to look at. Will Trey Flowers return? Is he effective at all? Jamie Collins, Duron Harmon? We shall see. We're completely right now grading individual players for this team going forward. The new general manager is going to have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. I mean, it's going to be a massive task for the talent on this roster. Basically got to overhaul the whole defense, it seems like. The linebacking core is poor. You know, you've heard it all. That's just the truth. So I want to see the development of each players, what ones can stick around, what ones need to go, majority need to go, and that is very, very vital. Let's go ahead and look at the young tight ends. We know Jesse James is not the future of this team. Let's look at the other tight ends on the roster. Nada, I know he's playing. I understand he may not make the roster next year. Good chance. With that said, play him anyways. Play all the young players on this roster to see if they can make it. And that is extremely important for this team going forward on Sunday. Will they show fight? Evaluate the talent. Evaluate how they play for Darrell Bevell and Corey Unlin. And we'll see what the issue was predominantly the last 3 years. With that said, folks, again, the upcoming videos I got the Detroit Lions versus Chicago Bears breakdown, analysis, and prediction on Wednesday. Thursday, the One Pride Podcast, the live Q&A show, 6:30 p.m. EST. Make sure you're there. And the Detroit Lions versus Chicago Bears live watch party on Sunday. With that said, folks, adios.